Welcome to the IAHPERD Program Enhancement Fund session. The IAHPERD Program Enhancement Fund supports programmatic aspects of HPERD programs. The funds come from IAHPERD money raised through the Joint Projects Fund. There are two application periods. The first one is in the fall, and the application deadline is September 15th. Funding is determined at the November Executive Board meeting. The second application period has a deadline of February 15th, with funding determined after the April Executive Board meeting. The range for funding has gone from a low of about $300 up to about $10,000, but typically grants are funded in the $2,000 to $2,500 range. The funds have been used to purchase equipment for schools, including heart rate monitors, pedometers, accelerometers, fitness and sport equipment, climbing and transverse walls, and audiovisual equipment. It may also be used for programmatic aspects. The application should include a title page that has your name, address, school name, school district, and phone, your email address, your IAHPERD membership number, and any other sources of funding that you may have. For example, will your school district or PTA match any money that IAHPERD provides? You need to describe the project for which the funds are being sought, for instance, to purchase equipment, to fund a field trip, to train staff. You have to indicate which of these four IAHPERD Program Enhancement funding priorities your grant meets. You need to provide a rationale and justification for why IAHPERD should fund the proposal. You need to provide an itemized and prioritized budget, provide a total sum that is being requested, a justification statement for each item listed in the budget, and sources for the prices listed. When we evaluate these are the criteria that must be met. The application must be word processed or typed. It's limited to a maximum of 4 double-spaced pages, not including the title page. In non-COVID times, we ask that you send an original and 6 copies via mail to me, but during COVID times, 1 electronic copy may be submitted instead to my email address, dqthoma@ilstu.edu. When you submit that, we prefer it come either as a Word doc or a PDF file, and please no shared file formats. Once again, the deadlines are February 15th and September 15th of each year. The funding is then determined by the Executive Board at the April and November Executive Board meetings. Only IAHPERD members in good standing may receive funding from this grant. First-time applicants will be given priority. Those who have previously received funding will only be considered if funds remained after first-time applicant funding needs are met. There may be a conflict of interest if you're a voting Executive Board member. You're not eligible for funding until 1 calendar year after you have left the board. The Program Enhancement Fund Review Committee reviews all grant applications and then makes recommendations to the IAHPERD Executive Board. The Executive Board has final say on whether the grants are funded or disallowed. To increase the probability of receiving funding, be clear in what you want and why you need it. Seek additional sources of funding to supplement the IAHPERD money, and make sure your membership is current. You will not get funded if you are not a member or if you have expired membership, if you ask for too large an amount, if you indicate you wish to redistribute the funds to other parties, or if you ask for an item of limited benefit or low impact on students. If you do receive funding, any unused funds must be returned within 1 year of receipt of the award. All funds may only be used for approved expenditures. If what you need changes by the time you apply and you receive your funding, you can contact me and ask if it would be appropriate to spend the money on something else that you did not originally apply for. But in all cases, it must be in the spirit of the original application. Any questions should be referred to me. Receipts and a summary of the outcomes of the project must be submitted to the Program Enhancement Committee chairperson within 1.5 years after receiving the award. All recipients must either present a summary of their project outcomes at the IAHPERD convention or in an article in IAHPERD Journal within 3 years after receipt of the award. Failure to do so will automatically exclude the applicant from future IAHPERD funding. All information that I've covered today can be found on the IAHPERD webpage at IAHPERD.org. Remember, the grant deadlines are February 15th and September 15th. If you have any questions, please contact me via email. Good luck, and we hope to see your application soon. Thank you.